Good morning and welcome to Bacon and Brainwork, a weekly show where I share my views on what's going on in the world and hopes to give the viewing audience a different perspective on some things. On today's episode of Bacon and Brainwork, I think I would be completely remiss if I didn't speak to these latest police shootings, namely the Alton Sterling and back-to-back Philando Castile shooting that occurred in Minnesota. I think everybody who considers themselves a concerned citizen, an involved citizen, and a responsible citizen in America, hell, in the world, should be talking about those incidents and thinking about the implications on society that they have. Use those incidents to inform yourself a little bit better about what's going on in the world and what's going on here in these United States. It was sad that we would watch two individuals in video lose their lives at the hands of law enforcement without a clear indication that it was justified. Now, everything, just like any other case, is continuing to be investigated, but my eyes tell me that those situations could have been de-escalated and handled without the loss of life. And that's not just a personal opinion. I've watched several videos of law enforcement de-escalating situations and de-escalating altercations and struggles with other individuals who aren't African American without any loss of life, really with little harm to the individual that they were trying to subdue. And this is with including pistols being involved, assault rifles being involved, actual aiming and pointing assault rifles and weapons. So I believe that our law enforcement is capable, our agents are capable of actually disarming individuals in a much safer way. So after those incidents, and because a lot of individuals share my opinion, they share my perspective, they saw what they saw, there's been a huge discussion, a huge effort to mobilize and really get in the weeds and try to fix this problem, because we do have a problem. America has a problem. Whether you think that all life is important and people who say Black Lives Matter should be saying all lives matter, then we just saw death. And if you remove color, whatever happened, however you feel the situation went down, as a person who believes in life and a person who, I'm humble enough to know that I cannot breathe life into anybody who it has been taken from. And I think we haven't yet to find a person walking around here that could do that. I think we should appreciate our smallness in that effort and really stop and think about, like, hey man, somebody lost their lives and we saw it and it's happening. We should try to fix that. I don't care who you think is justified or what. We gotta try to stop that. And this is America. We're not weak in this regard. We preserve and protect life, and we can all come together and do that. So let's talk about how we do that. You know, I am seeing a lot of people present their perspective and their thoughts and their ideas on how to do it. And it's across the board. You know, we're all over the place. And that's fine, because this problem is a complex problem. And there's nothing wrong with us acknowledging that this problem is bigger than any one of us, any one organization, any one body of the government, any one constituency, and any one group. You know, it's a big thing. This has been going on since the beginning of time in this country. And there are a lot of things that play into it. You know, you plug one hole, there's another hole. And so, you know, it's going to take a lot of fingers to go into those holes to solve it. And that's fine. Let's embrace that. You know, I'm tired of seeing people fight and argue because their presented approach doesn't jibe completely with the next person's approach. Look, I'll tell you right now, I can acknowledge. See, me, I am a pro we need to be responsible with respect to protecting ourselves, given the fact that the justice system has not been fair and not treated African Americans equally or on the same level with the same humanity as others. We need to take some responsibility and make sure that we're accounting for that and we do things to make sure we go home. Now, I'm not saying that we're responsible, that it's our fault when I say that. Now, you have somebody right now, people are very, very mad and they don't want to hear anything about personal responsibility because they're saying, look, we can't accept this. The justice system is killing us. It has to stop. They have to stop. I agree with that also. See, you don't have to tell me that I'm wrong when I talk about the fact that we need to continue to learn police interaction strategies and tactics and train ourselves on how to respond to commands and in a way that will preserve our lives. I'm not saying that we don't know how to respond to police rightfully right now. We do. I'm actually acknowledging that you might respond rightfully and still be killed. What I'm saying is we need to go to the next level and do whatever we can to make sure we get home. That will allow us an opportunity to do the other things. We absolutely must change the laws. If you're a politico and you believe that these petty offenses that are allowing police officers to pull us over and stop us and frisk us and harass us and ask questions, they need to be eliminated. That's the thing. And that's what you're about. Man, I'm with you. I support that as well. How can I help with that as well? You do your thing, I do my thing too. Let's help each other. If you believe that law enforcement officers need to be better trained, better vetted, they need to be exposed to the communities in which they're going to be policing, I agree with that. That's a solution as well. They're not mutually exclusive. How can I help you with that? Let's do that. Truth be told, if you believe that there needs to be less crime committed, I believe that as well. I hate crime. I don't know anybody that likes crime. Opponents of movements like Black Lives Matter who say, hey, what about the black on black crime, as if it's some sort of indictment that Black Lives Matter doesn't care about crime. That is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I care about crime, but I understand that the black experience with respect to law enforcement is different. You know, look, if it made you feel better, I would change the hashtag from Black Lives Matter to Black Lives Matter too, or Black Lives Also Matter, whatever works. I mean, if we get into a place where people want to attack you semantically because you left out a word, you know, we got a much further place to go than what we thought. But truth be told is nobody wants crime. And yes, if there was less crime, maybe police will respond a little bit differently to individuals when they stop them. They will be a little less concerned about the loss of their life. So fine. Look, I'm for it. How do I help bring down crime? How do we assist law enforcement? I encourage citizens to be more participatory in investigations by providing information, by keeping their eyes open, understanding how to contact police, how to work with neighborhood watches. I'm all for that as well. Spending more time with your children, paying attention to what they're doing. Look, I'm for that too. That's what this is, item 4 or 5. It all adds up. Let's do it. And because this topic is so intense, it had to be broken up. I had to break this episode into 2 parts. So I'm going to stop right here. That'll close part 1. But tune in to the next episode so you can get part 2. We can finish this conversation because I have plenty more thoughts on this.